Today is the day in our Skyblock journey that we focus on spawners even more, and we essentially just create ourselves the most overpowered passive income generator that you could ever think of. This is how to build a 9-chunk spawner, making sure to utilize the most efficiency here on Minecraft Skyblock. Yes, hello everybody, and welcome back into a brand new episode of Minecraft Skyblock. Today, of course, we're back here on AkumaMC, the best, most overpowered, most insane Skyblock server, back for another series or another episode in the series of my solo season. Because guys, we have we essentially split off from our island. We wanted to do our own thing and try our own thing out. And today I've realized we've got so much money that I think it's actually time to start investing into the bigger spawners. Obviously, I do still want to work on all my skills and stuff like that. But these spawners are going to be a huge, beneficial way for us to essentially just make a whole bunch of money. So it would be stupid, really, for us not to do it right now. So I wanted to kind of show you guys exactly how we're going to go about that and all that good stuff. Now, if you guys want to be helped on your way to success on Skyblock here, then today's giveaway is going to be for you, okay? I'm going to be giving away a $35 gift card for the store, okay? So this is GC, guys. A $35 gift card code to one lucky person. All you guys need to be doing to be in with a chance of winning that is go ahead, like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment your username, and then join the giveaways only Discord, and make sure you have pressed the enter button in there. As long as you've done all that, you're officially entered and you're good to go, and one person will be walking away with a $35 gift card. So yes, good luck everybody. So I'm going to kind of do the whole process with you guys here on camera today, because I feel like it's important that you guys see exactly how this is made. Essentially, you're going to want to open up your chunk borders so that you can see exactly what's going on. So you guys can see every time I enter a new square, that's a new chunk. So essentially, we're going to be utilizing 9 chunks for this. So we're going to be using the middle one. Let's call this the middle one that I'm in right now. And then all the chunks around it are going to be used as well. So essentially, you're not going to be building this massive, extravagant whole spawner thing. It's actually very, very simple. So the first thing you're actually going to want to do is just make a little outline around the whole thing. That's what I do first off. It's the easiest way really to do it. And then you can come and fill it in, and you can come and break the block, sorry, that you're not going to need a little bit later on. So I would say just make a square around just one chunk, have a central chunk, and make sure that all the chunks attached to it aren't used up, aren't full. Just that you're gonna have enough space for spawners to actually drop, because everything that we do today, all the spawners that we use are gonna be well, not full damage, but they're gonna be basically we're gonna use the scrolls to kill them. So we're not actually gonna need to add any robots or manual grinding or anything like that. So then once you've got that sorted, make sure you find the middle. You can do that just by going there is no middle singular block. It's going to be a 4-block middle. You just want to find the middle, make a nice little place in the middle, and then you'll be good. So that is officially the middle. This is the entire area that we are essentially going to be working with. Now, theoretically, you could just keep this outline around the whole thing, but I'm going to neaten it up a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out every block apart from the middle 2 here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get to a corner, because this will be in its own, this one block right here is in its own chunk. When we get to this corner, I personally am just going to build out a square that is basically in the whole new chunk. So you got that square right there. Make sure to leave these 2 blocks again on every side, just so that you've got them. You don't really need the blocks around the outside. It's just a really, really good way of templating it and a way to just make this fast. So once you've built it all out and you've done all that, it should look a little something like this is about to right here in a second. Just need to get that last square in there. There we go. So yes, once you've done all that, it should look a little bit like all of this that I'm about to show you. Once I mine these few blocks, there we go. Should look a little bit like that. It's going to look a little bit weird, a little bit strange, but you now know officially what's in every chunk, so you don't really need the chunk border anymore. It's kind of self-explanatory. All of these are now in a new chunk. Now, all you're going to want to do is make sure that you've got yourself an auto cell chest and a chunk hopper for every single one of those. So that's all you're going to want to do. You can double it up, which I probably will be doing today. I actually don't even know if I've got enough chunk hoppers, because I started taking them out of my loot pool from crates and stuff, but they're so easy to get from crates. So we won't worry too much. And to be honest, I don't think we're even going to be filling up a full chunk today anyway. So we'll just start with the middle chunk. Like I said, you can make it double chest just by adding a regular chest in here. So if you grab some chests from the store, you'll be able to go ahead and essentially place your auto cell chest, and then just place your regular chest. And then that's now officially a double auto cell chest. Then just grab your chunk hopper and then make sure that it goes into one of either side of these chests. Doesn't really matter where. I'm just going to put it there for the sake of us being able to stand there. And then what you do is you'd go around and you do that everywhere, so that you've got essentially the whole place covered. No chunk doesn't have a chest and a hopper in it. It doesn't really matter the orientation or anything that you do with these, because theoretically all of the chests and the hoppers should already be out the chunk as long as you're following the blocks in which we put them on. So I'm not really going to need the other ones for right now. We'll just work in this this far corner here. So that is essentially the setup. That is basically all you need. Now it just comes down to adding spawners. Now I don't know how many spawners we're going to have in order to do this today. I will try and get some of them fill up just so that you guys can see exactly how it works. But essentially I'm going to buy the top tier of spawners today because we've got billions to do it with, which are going to be witch spawners. Now they are actually over double the price of silverfish spawners, so it does make you wonder if the drop is you know, going to compensate for that. But I don't know, we'll figure that out at some point. For right now though, we are going to do we're going to do 10 stacks a chunk. So I'm going to buy 6 stacks there. We'll buy another 4 right there. And then of course what you're going to need is all of the what are they called? The scrolls to go with it. Now you can actually just buy these straight up as like max scrolls, I think. Yeah, level 5 right here. It's going to cost you a lot of money to do that. So if you don't have enough to get them fully upgraded, then it doesn't really matter. But I'm going to get a max loot scroll, a max actually I can't even get all of these maxed out. So what I'll do for now, let's just buy 10 let's buy 10 of these fire scrolls because we know we need 10. Or 1 for everything, and then we'll work out all the other ones after. So let me get these placed quickly. We're literally just going to place them in a full, like, I don't know, just downwards below it. Don't really matter that I've got like 4 blocks. We'll just kind of ignore that for now. You technically only need 2 per one, but I like to have 4 in this middle one, especially just so you got something to stand on. And theoretically, if you wanted to add like 4 lots of spawners in this, you could. The only reason I don't is because the auto sell chest sometimes will get a little bit full and it will start like wasting some of your loot, and you don't really want that to happen. So let's get all these placed just like that. So right now this won't collect anything. The witches aren't dying. Nothing's happening that will make it collect any you know, any loot. So we need to add in a fire scroll to every single one of these that we just purchased with our gems from the shop. So let's make sure that they've all got one in, and then we will start to actually get loot in this middle table. There we go. They've now officially all got fire scrolls. The loot will actually start coming in. You guys can see just from that, we've already made 100k, which is actually, it's actually pretty crazy when you think about it that way. But now what we're going to need to do is actually go ahead and buy some loot scrolls. I don't know whether I've got enough to really like max out every one. In fact, I know I don't have enough to max out every single one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy them all, I think, maxed out loot scrolls. But then we'll probably just leave scroll of magics for right now. So we need 10 of these. It's going to cost me 1,000,000 gems. So with that being said, let's do this. There we go. 10 of those. So it's going to cost me 1,000,000 gems. We've got 1.9 million, so we've got some to spare. But yeah, we'll just make sure that this is like our most overpowered section right here. And we focus heavily on these ones. Now, what I'll probably do is just to get everything else going and to get the money coming in so that we could technically buy better spawners, you know, after a while, is I might buy the spawner tier down just so that we can fill out the spawners so we're not wasting any space. So that is now just going to rack up absolutely millions for me right there. That is going to go absolutely hammer. I mean, you guys can see it's already made me 800k. Now, the theory is that you can stand here and it will AFK all of the spawners around you. And because they're all in separate chunks, the loot will never overflow in the chest that you've put them in. So that is the theory. I'm going to go ahead and add 10 stacks. We'll see, actually. I should have enough to do 10 stacks of which spawners monetary wise, and technically with like just the regular drops, no loot or whatever. So we might do that. Let's yeah, let's do that for right now. So let's buy another 10 stacks here, and then I'll add just the fire scrolls to these ones. Ooh, we've actually reached our spawner limit, which is interesting. I didn't even know we had a spawner limit, to be honest with you. What do we even have to do? We have to have, okay, these are going to be some super easy challenges, which I guess I neglected at the start of my journey. We've got to place some chicken spawners. There we go. That should get that done. Hang on. There we go. That should get that done. Hopefully, it will realize that these are down now. We got 10 chicken spawners going. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just I flew through some of these like some of these challenges, and I guess I didn't even do this kind of thing. So yeah, hopefully that realizes that we do have these chicken spawners placed, and we'll get that nice and leveled up, because yeah, I don't want to be hitting the spawner cap. That would suck. All right, so it says that I have 5 out of 5, but it's not moving to the next level, so I don't really know what's going on there. Hopefully it hopefully that realizes that needs to move on. Oh, there we go. Perfect. So the next one will be have 20 zombie spawners placed. Okay, these are all like easy challenges, which I can now just kind of leave to do its thing in the background, I think, because yeah, I don't know, that should have been done a long time ago. I just completely like neglected it. So I guess we'll just buy some from the shop for like all these easy ones. Place them down here so that they fall into the void nicely. At least that's the hope. Hopefully that realizes that is there. I think it was 20, right? Yes, it is. All right, cool. So we should be good now. Anyway, let's get back to placing these ones, because we've got a few more to place here, and then I can start adding the burning, what are they called? Fire scrolls. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one I'm looking for. Fire scrolls to them, and then we will be good. So I think we've only just got these last few to place, and there we go. I believe that is it. So let's get that on. All right, 10 fire scrolls being added right now. And then we've technically got 2 chunks of operating spawners going absolutely ham right now, which is crazy. And we could theoretically, like I said, add more to these. I'm just putting it at 10 right now just to make sure that we keep the efficiency of it up. I don't want it to like, I don't know, I don't want it to like end up overflowing chests and stuff like that. But anyway, that's going to start making me money. Sometimes those mobs will like overflow into, because they can spawn like 1 over. So I guess the theory would be to actually put the spawner right at the back here. But I know that from like the AFK radius that we can reach those from here. So I don't know at what point you like start to not be able to reach those. So that's the only reason I haven't placed them that further over. So that should be good. We can now do that on a couple more of these. I'll do it on this one and this one probably, and then we'll call it there. You guys get the idea, and you understand why we're doing this, and we will now have a lot of income coming in. Oh, so we'll have spent like 80 billion today, actually maybe even a little more on all these spawners. So, you know, we're going to need to see some return. I'm going to need to put a lot of AFKing time into these spawners because they ain't just going to AFK themselves. So I am going to have to make sure that I leave my account online a lot to be able to make up the money which we've spent today. But it should make it up, and it should come pretty quickly here. I did not mean to place that one right there. Yeah, it should come pretty quickly, actually. With the amount of spawners we've now got, I would say that we will be making money back very quickly here. So let's get all these placed, and then we are officially done on our little spawner setup. Obviously, the idea is that we will continue to expand this all the way around the 9 chunks so that we're getting the maximum efficiency of spawners out of this whole like setup right here. But this is the way you make a really, really efficient spawner setup. Now, with all that being said, IS Warp, is it miner? Yes, we should have some miners up here, which I haven't actually looked at for a while, which should have, hopefully, a whole bunch of XP and gems for me, which they do. Perfect. That is a good few gems. We've got a lot going on our island, and I haven't really, haven't gone crazy with anything yet. So this is a huge little amount of progress for us, to be honest, and I'm super happy with where we're at. So guys, that is where I'm going to go ahead and end off this episode. If you guys found it useful at any point, or, you know, maybe you can use this to friggin' become richest on the server, that would be insane if you guys managed to do that. But guys, that is going to be it from me today. That is how you can essentially make a 9-chunk spawner pretty much within 1 chunk, actually. But yes, guys, that is it from me today. Hopefully you have enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next episode of Skyblock here on AkumaMC.